and what you think about him?
Yeah, he's a very fine filmmaker and he has a great sense of choice of subject. I think he chooses a subject which is very different from the others and a subject which has a sense of appeal to people who have a heart. So that is one great quality that Vishal has, and that we have seen him in the films that he has chosen or the subjects that he has chosen till now. So that,
The dialogues of his previous film are also different and not universe, not a Hindi language. There's a different language. Here also the use of language is very different in terms of there's a pani ubal and they call it khol. Right? So how is it using the language?
I suppose we need to understand that for the authenticity and for the realism of either a character or a film, when it comes to a matter of language, then that language, wherever the film is being set, the language has to be of that area, of those people. Otherwise, it will start looking alien, it will start looking disjointed. So, to make it more authentic, make it more real, this is the kind of language that has been used in this film. And probably the kind of language that was used in Omkara was also for the same purpose. So I suppose we as audiences need to understand this and we'll get used to it in a while. It won't take much time. It's just that we have been conditioned not to see something of this kind for almost since cinema started in our country. Or we have had a very strange kind of way of projecting colloquial kind of language or what we call of a small area or of a small village, of a small place. And that is the language which is normally used in films, is the language which actually does not belong to those areas. So here is a director who is trying to attempt and a writer who is trying to attempt to make it authentic, make it real.
Pankaj, this film is based on Ruskin Bond's Blue Umbrella, the book, and this it's always easy to write than to showcase what's written on screen. So after you have seen the final film, so how satisfied you are compared to the book?
Frankly, it is for the director to make that choice and for the writer to make that comment. All that I can say as an actor is, or as a person is, that first of all, to make a film, a complete film out of a few pages of a story is wonderful. A story which had a very thin storyline, to be able to knit a story around that thin storyline and make it commendable, make it worthy of being seen by other people, and make it as interesting as it has been made. I think it's a great ability that Vishal has, in which he has succeeded in doing so.
And as an actor, what was most difficult while playing Nandish?
Well, each character is difficult. It's a new person, new human being that you're trying to play. Yes, as Vishal also said, that the most difficult part of the film was the winter shoot, because it was really, really very, very cold. And we actually had such big blobs of snow falling on us all through. I mean, when I run towards her, in the end, it's almost about this much of my foot was going inside snow, and I had to pick it out and run towards her. So was it difficult for her, because the whole thing that you see seems very pictorial and beautiful. But for the actors performing over there, our feet were frozen constantly for 8 days. We had no, no way to warm ourselves. But in another sense, this is the kind of visual that you would hardly get to see anywhere. The whole thing is so real and so spectacular on screen.
You really enjoyed small characters in terms of what kind of character small. Obviously, it is big with its village and everything, and then a character of a shopkeeper or something like that. Really difficult.
See, I as an actor am interested in playing different kinds of people. So whatever kind of people come my way or whatever is offered to me, I try and create a new human being out of it. I try to do that. And that's what gives me pleasure as an actor. It doesn't matter to me whether it's a small time shopkeeper or it's a big time don or it's some pandit which I played a while ago in a film. It really doesn't matter as long as it is different from what I've done earlier. And it allows me as an actor to go through a different journey of a human being while preparing the part. That's what interests me the most as an actor.
Sir, Shreya, she said that she's seriously considering acting career now. So, what advice do you give her?
I think she has done wonderfully well for herself, and I think I don't need to give her any advice. But once she comes and decides to take it up as a full-time profession, which I suppose will be a little while ago, She must finish her studies before she comes in. That's my suggestion to her. And once she comes in, then I think because she has had an exposure to this film, she'll know a lot more about the making of films or the industry once she eventually decides to come in here. And all of us are here to help her.
So you told Shahid once that with kids they take a chunk of fame out of making a film.
I think I never said this to Shahid, and I would never say this to him that never work with kids. Why should anybody not work with kids?
Because they take a chunk of fame.
So it's so pleasurable. What's the problem about it?